Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Thank God for small victories. Thank God for small victories. Do apologize for coming to you guys a little late today. A little bit of miscommunication. We were trying to put a best of show together, but that didn't quite work out. But I'm here. We're gonna do a quick little muted show. We probably gonna get out here right at about 11. We'll be starting a little late today. Thank you guys for all your patience. Thank you, Greg, for checking on us. Let me know if you in here yet. Let me see. Let me send you a message. See if you can see us. Let's see. Can you see us? All right. And also for Instagram, I'm on both sides. I'm on Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix page as well as my personal page. So Kamau Felix 1 on the Instagram side as well as looks like it's the same on both. Whatever it is working. Something's working. It's normally it lets you you can see on both sides, but hey, I'll take it. Whatever it is that's working, we're gonna take what's working. We're gonna go from there and be happy and go and work the show from there. Good to see everybody. Good morning. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. It's June. No, July. What's today's date? July 19th, July 20th, July 19th, 2025. Happy birthday to all I think this is Leo season. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you're out there and if you're a Leo and I didn't treat you right, didn't say something right, let me know. Happy birthday to the Leos. And we're going to start off the show. We're going to talk about just a few topics today. We're going to start talking about the MLB All-Star Game. And before I do that, I'm going to talk about my adventure last night out to the shed. Went out to Globe Life Park to see the Tigers versus the Texas Rangers. And Texas Rangers took the game 2-0. And let's see, as of right now, the standings, the Tigers are now 59-39. And after last night's game, going into the they've lost 5 in a row. 1 game to the Rays, 3 to the Mariners, and then the Rangers last night. They play at 6:05 tonight, Central Time, 7:05 Eastern. Tomorrow they are on MLB. They're on the MLB weekly game on ESPN. And so I might be at that game tomorrow. I told the kids we're gonna try and get tickets. We're gonna see what happened. And so if you wanna send me a couple dollars so we can get some tickets, I give you my cash app. I can tell you this much. I'll probably spend more money in parking and food than I probably will on the tickets. That's just kind of how it goes nowadays. If you can get some decent tickets by the time you finish parking and going to the concession stand, unless it's on a Wednesday where they have the dollar hot dogs, you're gonna spend a little bit of money. But that's how it goes, and that's the part of the fun. And you want to go out and support your team and take the family, have a good time, and get the kids out the house and have a little bit of fun. But hey, I'm not gonna stop if you wanna put $20 on my cash app. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, Felix is not gonna be able to join us today. He has a family commitment. He had a bereavement situation, and so right now he is at a funeral. So we're gonna pray for the homeless family. They are supporting the family in that way right now. So it'll be just me, and hopefully my ugly mug won't break this camera. And that's why we were trying to put a best of show together. So forgive me for not being totally transparent. We're going to go back to the Tigers and went down there last night. Great game until about the eighth inning. It was 0-0. They brought in the second reliever, and he probably gave up a couple of runs. And so they're still working things out in their they're still working things out in there in the bullpen, trying to get that up to trying to get the bullpen up and running properly. And so hopefully they can do that, and so they can take control and keep control of the American League. Right now, they're still leading the American League. Uh, let's see here, the overall standings in the American League. In the league, they are 59 and 39, followed by the Astros at 56 and 41, Blue Jays at 56 and 41, Yankees at 53 and 44. Those are the top, and the Mariners are 52 and 45, the top five teams in the American League. And in the National League, Cubs at 58 and 39, right on the heels of the Tigers. Dodgers are 58 and 40, Brewers are 57 and 40, and the Phillies are 55 and 42. Overall, the top teams are the Tigers at 59 and 39. Number one, Cubs. Number two, Dodgers, 3. Brewers, 4th. Astros, 5th. And the Blue Jays, 6th. The Phillies, followed by the Phillies, Mets, Yankees, Padres, Mariners, and Red Sox. So we want to continue to wish the Tigers well as they go through. And this is the dog days of summer, as they call them when it comes to baseball. And so we want them to continue to play well and work, do the best they can moving forward. Of course, I want to do my best to cheer them on because Felix has wants the reverse Felix method to work for them this year. Last year, he went to the game and they started winning. This year, he went to the game and he wants them to start losing in the opposite direction. So we're gonna rebuke that. We're gonna rebuke that in the name of baseball. And all that is great for baseball. We want them to win. We want the Tigers to win. That's what we want them to do right now. We want the Tigers to continue to win. So they're not doing so well right now. I predict they're going to win tonight, and hopefully they'll win tomorrow night when I'm back at the game down at Glovefield Park. Beautiful stadium on the inside, like I always say, but on the outside is you just shake your head looking at it. It does look good on the outside, but on the inside you just say, what were you on the outside? You always just say, I always say to myself, what were they thinking? But hey, I didn't design it. I didn't get paid to design it, and that's on them. They did their best. All right, so look like I am live on the on both of them on Instagram. So come on in and say hello to us over here. All right, we're gonna jump back to the MLB All-Star Week festivities, the Home Run Derby, won by the catcher. First time a catcher has ever won the Home Run Derby. And let's see, what is his name? Let's see. When I'm doing this on the fly. The general was Cal Raleigh, takes it, wins the Home Run Derby, went down to the end. And of course, they like a video of the young man when he was a kid saying that he was going to win it as a little kid. They found a video of him saying, "I'm going to win the Home Run Derby," and sure enough, he did that. So congratulations, that young man. Trying to remember, see what team he plays for. I know he plays for the Mariners because he hit the 4-run home run. What's that called? My mind's not working so good this morning. He hit the 4-run home run against the Tigers to win that game before they went on All-Star break. And I remember me and Felix both predicted that he was going to win the Home Run Derby anyway. Good morning, Miss Rachel. Thank you for joining us. You give Felix a pass this morning. Good morning, Greg. Good to see everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. We are over Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We're live on all of them. I can see it myself on LinkedIn here, and I can see it myself on YouTube. I'm gonna check the Twitch page in a second to make sure we're showing up pretty good on that side. And she'll do my best to give you guys a great show for about a good 30 minutes before I move on to. Yes, we are live on Twitch as well, looking good on all those platforms. And smile, and here I am. Great to see everybody again. And this year in the Home Run Derby, twice, as a matter of fact. There was a home run derby at the end of the MLB All-Star game because the game was tied 6-6. And they went to sort of like a shootout in hockey, and they went to the third round, and the National League won it, beating the American League 6-6 technically, but 4-3 in the home run derby to end the actual game. I thought that was pretty cool that they did that. I was glad to see that there was an actual game out there. They went out and played tough against each other. Of course, we're going to say the NFL made some changes to make their game better. They play the flag football game, as well as we can also talk about the NBA made some changes this year. I don't know how good it was doing what they did, but at the rate they're going, they just might have to cancel it for a couple of years. Sometimes you got to miss something to want it to be a good thing, because those games get terrible pretty fast, and it's not even a good pickup game out there. It's just terrible. That's just the best. That's the best word I got. It's terrible the way they do it. And but hey, who am I? What am I supposed to say? We just hope that they can do a better job up in the future. And speaking of All-Star games, the ladies' WNBA game is tonight. The WNBA All-Star game is tonight, and of course that there's always controversy around that game, around the ladies for whatever reason. They have the skills game, and then they have the All-Star game tonight, and the rosters, 3-point in the skills challenge. Let's see here, the rosters are set for the starters, and let's see here. Here are the teams. Let's see. For the team Clark, you got Aaliyah Boston, Sabrina Ionescu, Asia Wilson, Satu Sabali, and the reserves are Kelsey Mitchell, Gabby Williams, Sonia Citron, Kiki Arafin, Jackie Young, and Kayla Thornton. On Team Kai, you got Brianna Stewart, Alicia Gray, Aneka Agumike, Paige Beckers, Courtney Williams, Skylar Diggins, Angel Reese, Alyssa Thomas, Kelsey Plum, and Ryan Howard. The coach on the Clark is Sandy Brandello, and the coach for Team Collier is Cheryl Reeve. There was talk that initially Angel Reese did not make the starters, or she was a reserve. And I remember telling Felix last week, "Oh, don't worry, somebody will pick her up." And sure enough, she was picked up as a reserve on Team Collier. And they were saying that Caitlin Clark didn't deserve to be on the All-Star team. She was only the ninth. She was rated the ninth best point guard. And I got to see something about Jamel Hill talking about how the rating system is set up in such a way where she got 50% of her 50% came from the vote. She got the most votes, and then the 25% came from the media, and the other 25% came from the players, and how the players rated her ninth in overall of all the point guards. And it wasn't necessarily a straight ranking. It was just that they only got 4 picks, and with the game being in Indianapolis, we knew that that there was no way that they were not going to have Caitlin Clark not on that team, and that was just not going to happen. And so, looking forward to seeing the game tonight. I'm gonna be definitely watching the game because I'll be here. I'll be at home. I'll be at a work event this afternoon. I'll be here. Put my feet up because I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation all this week, and so I'll probably clean out my garage and work in the yard if I don't get on the plane and go somewhere. But I definitely plan on doing a whole lot of maxing and relaxing, like we used to say back in the day. Back in the day when you was when you were somebody in my age range, we maxing and relaxing. That's what we're doing. Cold chilling. That's my plan for this week. And I'm only cooking for myself. I can't even say that with a straight face because I know that I'll be doing more than just that. All right, we're going to move on just a little bit. Let's see. We talked about the WNBA. We can and how that's going to be a great game, and how I'm looking forward to seeing that game tonight. It is in Indianapolis, and of course, with that right now, all of the great footage is coming out. Everybody coming in. A lot of the girls are still there, even though they're not on. May not be playing, and so it'll be a packed house tonight. There down in Indianapolis. I'm surprised they didn't move it to the Dome, but is that the field house down there? Because they probably could have packed the Dome as well for where for Indianapolis plays, the football team plays. They could have put them in the Dome there as well. But that's going to be a good game, led by Collier and Caitlin Clark. So make sure you tune in tonight. That's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern, 8 a.m. It's the 7 o'clock Eastern coverage, 6 p.m. Central, and that game will go. The skills and and everything will go through tonight. All right, we're gonna move on. We got a little bit of news in football. And Ndamukong Suh, one of my favorite defensive players of all time, he retired this week. He made it official, and so you got training camp coming up soon. I think some of the teams actually report if they haven't already reported. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me put in the NFL training camp dates. Let's see here. And I know the Lions are one of the Lions and the Lions are one of the first teams who and the Chargers are going to be opening up. The Lions report today. The Chargers open up on the 16th. That's right, because they were out signing autographs, and the kid told Harbaugh how great he was, and Harbaugh told him to make sure he let everybody know. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's pretty much what he said to the kid. So we got football coming. We got action, and so I'm excited about that. I know this is sort of like the lull in sports right now with the ESPYs. Being this week, the WNBA All-Star game, the MLB All-Star game, sort of like the summer break in sports. And so I thought the guy for the ESPYs did a good job, did a lot of good jokes, told a lot of good jokes, made a joke. The biggest joke that he told was how he pulled a lady out of the crowd and said 4-time WNBA champion. Everybody starts clapping because they didn't know who she was. And that actually made his point. You guys don't even know who WNBA players are. And you're at the ESPYs. A lot of people got mad at him about that. I thought that was a good joke and the truth. How many people can actually point out? You probably can name a lot of WNBA players, but can you pick them out of a lineup, so to speak? Can you actually do that? A lot of people don't. I don't think a lot of people can actually do that, unless you're a real diehard fan. But a passing fan, can you do that as opposed to picking out players in the NBA or the NFL? Can you do that for WNBA players as well? And I think his point was made. A lot of people weren't happy about it, but hey, it's the truth. In NBA news, Damian Lillard is returning back to Portland. He's going to be paid a lot of money. The Milwaukee Bucks are going to be paying him the rest of his salary after they cut him, and I think they just cut him a check, but it still counts against their salary cap for the next 3 years, and he's also got a new 3-year deal from the Portland Trail Blazers, and he's still technically injured, so he's up there rehabbing right now, and he'd already been in the facility rehabbing his Achilles, and that was a little bit of controversy. People was mad at him about that. All righty, all right. Well, we're not going to do a lot of talking today, but I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to. I'm sorry. Almost forgot. We got to talk about this. The Gratefulness Journey Every Day by the one, Mr. Marcus Holmes. Let me put his book up on the screen. So you can order that off of Amazon. You can go right on there and pick that up. And you can go ahead and pick that up. Go pick up the book, Gratefulness Journey Every Day by Mr. Marcus Holmes. You can order it and have it to you within 24 to 48 hours. A pretty good book and not very expensive. And help yourself to transform your life and understand that you need to be grateful for everything that we have going on in your life. And I have to remind myself about that all the time. Grateful for the life I have, all the work that I've done. And of course, being the type of person I'm always want more but I have to be grateful for what I have and appreciate what I have before I have the ability to make room for what may be coming for me in the future. All right, everybody. We're going to take a quick pause for the calls as we jump into stupid sports news. All right. I got one thing in stupid sports news today. Teddy Bridgewater was suspended by his high school. Why? Because it was reported that he was feeding the kids daily. He spent a lot of money daily feeding the kids out there, and a couple $1,000 feeding the kids. At the end of the day, that's a tax write-off for him. Can he afford it? Yes. He went back to the Lions. They paid him a couple $100,000 to finish the season this past season. Took a couple snaps in the game, scored, led the team to a quick touchdown. While the starter was out for a couple plays. So people are saying that's wrong. They should be suspended when he's helping the kids. That don't make no sense. Yes, I agree 100%. However, those rules are in place for a reason. In most states, they have rules, I think in all states, that allow for you not to be spending money on kids buying clothes and food and stuff like that, which is what he's did. Make sure the kids had clothes for the year, make sure they had plenty of food to eat, feeding the kids 2-3 times a day. I get 100%. But those rules are there for a reason. Why? Undue influence. Okay? He may not be giving the kids money straight out, cashing them out, but according to the rule, he's paying them in kind, in food, in clothes, in transportation. So that's in a lot of ways, that rule's in place to keep teams from building super teams. Come on over here. We'll transport you over here. When you get here, we got food for you. We got clothes for you. And that way, if that's the case, a lot of teams would do that legally, and they could get the best kids in that area, and then you start looking at it from an academic standpoint. Then you got other kids doing homeworks for them, and make sure their classes are passed. Now, I'm not going to tell you that it doesn't happen. Happens all the time. I can remember back in the day. Correct me if I'm wrong, who's out there. Ben Kelso got in trouble for giving a kid a coat, giving the kids a ride to school. He went out and bought a van. This was back at Cooley's back in the day, and he got in trouble for that. Now, I can tell you firsthand, I've seen a lot of dirty stuff about circumventing that rule. I can tell you firsthand, a lot of stuff that happened with kids being transported, fed, academics skirted around, schools happening. It happens all the time. And one of the better still happens to this day. He said they self-reported, and because they didn't want to, they wanted to tell the truth and be open about it, which I get. However, that rule's in place for a reason. And Teddy Bridgewater's been he's going to sit out for. He's been suspended. There's not a timetable on it. And Ted Bridgewater said you can't suspend somebody who don't work for the school district. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna just coach from the bleachers like I did the year before that. So I get it. Is he trying to help the kids? Yes. Is his heart in the right place? Yes. Can he afford it? Yes. What's the big deal? The big deal is that rule is in place for a reason. Is he helping the kids? Is it the big picture says he's helping the kids, but the rule is there for a reason, because that way a lot of the quote unquote suburban schools can't go in and take over and feed the kids and then treat that school district and go in and get kids out of different areas where they can't afford to do those things and then build super teams. So it's a reason for that. I'm not saying Bridgewater was wrong when he was trying to do that, but I am saying I understand the reason and the intent behind that reason, behind them being suspended because of what they did. I'm for the kids. I'm 100% for the kids. I taught school, coached kids. I just recently retired, maybe 2 years ago, from coaching volleyball, so I understand it. And there was always kids who wanted to play travel volleyball who necessarily couldn't afford it. Excellent athletes, and so the programs, every program I ever worked for, had work programs where the parents and the kids can come in and pay a lesser amount and but work within the program, cleaning up and working the Saturday tournaments and from sun up to sundown. And that's how a lot of kids pay for their way to play, whether they were African American or Caucasian or any other race. And that's what they did. So and there were programs within club who got in trouble for giving free scholarships to kids to play because they couldn't afford it. And some teams were attracting some great talent because of that. The word got out, oh, they got us over there. We going over to play over there. Yeah, just come on and play. Just pay for your shoes and your uniforms, which is just a couple $100 at the end of the day. And then we don't worry about your hotels. We'll put you in the room with another kid. Don't worry about the travel. We'll find a way to get you to the tournament 10 states away. You know, that sort of stuff was happening. And so, yeah, it happens. Happens at all levels. So don't just say it's not just football. It's not just in the African-American community. It's literally all over. And those rules are in place for a reason. All right, everybody, we're going to get out of here. We started late. We're going to get out of here a little early. We will be back next week on the 26th, July 26th. Felix and myself, thank you guys for checking in on us. Thank you guys for believing in us. Be safe. Go out there and have a great week. And do everything you can to be grateful, to take the focus off of you and take care of somebody else this week in a positive manner, not to the point where you are losing your shirt at the end of the day. Have a great day, and we shall see you all next week.